Debbie Wesson Gibson was in her attic hauling out boxes of Christmas decorations last week when she noticed a storage bin she said she had forgotten about. Inside was a scrapbook from her senior year of high school, and taped to a page titled "Those Who Inspire" was a graduation card. "Happy graduation, Debbie," it read in slanted cursive handwriting. "I wanted to give you this card myself. I know that you'll be a success in anything you do. Roy." The inscription, Gibson said, was written by Roy Moore, the Alabama Republican nominee for U.S. Senate, who in recent days has repeatedly denied the accounts of 5 women who told The Washington Post that he pursued them when they were teenagers and he was an assistant district attorney in his 30s. Since those allegations were published last month, 4 more women have come forward to allege that Moore made unwanted sexual advances. The accounts in the Post included those of Lee Korfman, who said she was 14 when Moore touched her sexually, and Gibson, who said that she publicly dated Moore when she was 17 and he was 34, a relationship she said she wore like a badge of honor until she began re-evaluating it in light of the accounts of other women, and now, Moore's own denials. Shortly after the allegations first surfaced, Moore said in a radio interview with Sean Hannity that he did not know Korfman, but that he remembered Gibson as well as Gloria Thacker Deason, who had told the Post that she dated Moore when she was 18. He called each one a good girl, and said that he did not remember dating them. But at 2 campaign events in recent days, Moore has backtracked. At a November 7 campaign event in the North Alabama town of Henagar, Moore said, "The allegations are completely false. They are malicious. Specifically, I do not know any of these women." At a November 9 rally at a church in the South Alabama town of Theodore, Moore said, "Let me state once again, I do not know any of these women, did not date any of these women, and have not engaged in any sexual misconduct with anyone." Debbie Wesson Gibson shows what she says is a graduation card from Roy Moore. She says he handed it to her during her high school graduation ceremony in 1981, when she was 17 and he was 34. Debbie Wesson Gibson shows what she says is a graduation card from Roy Moore. She says he handed it to her during her high school graduation ceremony in 1981, when she was 17 and he was 34. Gibson said that after finding the scrapbook, she was not sure whether to make it public given the threats she received after publication of the original story. Then she heard what Moore said last week, she said, and contacted the Post. "He called me a liar," said Gibson, who says she not only openly dated Moore when she was 17 but later joined him in passing out flyers during his campaign for circuit court judge in 1982 and exchanged Christmas cards with him over the years. "Roy Moore made an egregious mistake to attack that one thing, my integrity." The Moore campaign did not respond to numerous requests for comment for this story. 2 of the other women named in the Post article have also pushed back in recent days against Moore.